Now that you've seen the finished product of the, I'm sure you've seen it before tonight, but the ESPN production, you're the quarterback. Was it a worthwhile thing to go through to have them?
Well, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you still haven't seen it?
No,
okay.
I have not seen it. So you know, I hope it was you know, it was great exposure for Auburn football to the fans and recruits, and you know, it was just good for our football team even with the exposure that we're going to get with that. So, but I have not seen that myself.
Were there any moments where you were like, gosh, I don't know if I want a camera here? Like, especially the emotional times when you're talking to the quarterbacks, where did you ever have, oh gosh,
You know, there's parts that are hard. I mean, quite honestly, there's parts that are hard to let people in and see what the inside daily routine is of what we do and how we do it. So there's times when it was certainly challenging for me. That's not always my personality, but again, in the name of trying to, expose the fans and recruits and other people to Auburn football and what we try to do here every day, I thought it was, a positive experience.
How much can a play like that third down for a guy like D'Lo? How much does that help him in a game, and then this week of practice when he knows he may have more chances now?
It does help, but a guy like D'Lo, if you guys, I don't know why you don't get to, but whatever the reasons can come to practice, you would see he works like that all the time. And that's why he can lead, even though he wasn't playing a bunch, he was still a leader in that room. And so, everybody was excited for him. Even today, he broke it down, broke the whole team down. And, everybody got excited when he called his name out to break it down. And so he's just that kind of guy because he works hard, he doesn't complain, and even though he didn't get a bunch of reps, he still worked the same way. So, but for Coach Malzahn's confidence and for Trotter's confidence, probably went a long way with him. Like he said, he's 2 for 2. So we need to just try to extend some of that. But he's a hard-working kid, and I love him to death. I call him the old man because he's about as old as I am. But he's out there making plays and working hard every day he comes to work, and he's selfless. He doesn't care whether he gets 1 play or 50 plays. And
Those guys inside, Kenny and Jeff, have you seen them kind of taking some steps forward?
Oh yeah. They the guys that kind of been there, and they've been the guys that have held it down inside, and while those young guys grow up, so they've just been invaluable because they're not starstruck by the crowd at South Carolina. They just been there, done that. Sometimes you get them younger guys, they got deer in the headlights when they go out in a place like that, and it's like that. But they've really been a cohesive group. They've been tight, and like I said, they've been a good group to work with. And you haven't seen the best of those guys. Those guys still learning, and let's not forget they were in high school a year ago. So each one of them has gotten better, but we got to continue to develop as a group because we all know that the road don't get no easier this Saturday and on down the road. But I'm happy with where they're going, and I think that by the end of the year they'll be a really, really good group.